would you please offer some young entrepreneurs some tips when they start their business?
Well, when they first start their business. So, well, we focus on internet and mobile internet businesses, but I understand this forum caters to all sorts of businesses. But one of the most important things I think is to just start early and try many things. I think a lot of young entrepreneurs, what they lack is a group of other collaborators or co-founders. That's one of the most common questions I get. How do I find a co-founder? And to be honest, my only real answer is you have to try many different activities, and it's through working on products and working on services or even events together and basically pushing out something, a finished product or service. That's when you are able to find your best collaborators. So that's something I really look for when I encounter a new team, is what have they worked on before.
So with your own experience, is it very difficult to find a good co-founder or good collaborator?
It definitely is. It is. I have seen many founders leave the company that they started, and it is a common, I wouldn't say it's a problem because I think it's normal, right? So in the sense that finding a co-founder is just as hard as finding a husband or a wife, to be honest. So it's even harder because you have to, your financial as well as many times your emotional features are sort of tied together. So there are many reasons why something, a partnership doesn't work out. I would say that the most successful partnerships I've seen are not necessarily people who've known each other longest, but are people who've worked alongside each other the longest. So it's not necessarily the best idea to just start a company with your best friend, but someone you've worked on something together with and you're comfortable with each other's styles and value systems. That's probably your best co-founder, yeah.
Yeah, so that's like a challenge for every new entrepreneur.
Yes.
Yeah, so social media is getting more popular, and I think it's like in everyone's life. Mm-hmm. So do you think social media is actually helping entrepreneurship, or it's like disclosing more information for people?
Yeah, for sure. We are heavily invested in social media companies, not necessarily the companies that provide the social media service, but most of our startups utilize some form of social media to acquire customers. So I think it is the easiest way and cheapest, often cheapest, not always cheapest, way to interface with your customers and get information from them and upsell them on products or services. So it is definitely something that we are very bullish about.
So along your journey to be a successful woman, so is there a really difficult moment or incident for you along the journey with your business?
Okay, as a woman or just generally difficult?
Generally.
Well, I think I don't have a specific circumstance that's very difficult, but I think in general it's very interesting and sometimes tough to be in the startup business, although I'm just an investor, so I don't actually have, I guess, as much at stake as some of the founders I back. But it has been very difficult for me to sort of interact with founders as their business is falling apart, right? And tell them, we will be unable to provide capital because further capital because their business is not growing, and effectively tell them that this has failed, and to watch the emotional toll it takes on them. But I want to also say that so I have mediated these circumstances before, but I also want to say that I've seen most, or actually all of these founders really get up and try again and become more successful in their second or third try. So.